So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Murray taking it right to the air. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They snap it to Murray. Completed over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
From the gun, it's Murray. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Benson on 1st and 10. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm, and a nice little gain on top of it.
Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They give up the gut to Benson. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. This from 30 yards out. Badgley able to knock it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Run. Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Baker now off the play fake. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. He beams one deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried to find Mike Evans with that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little giant after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's that?
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they got to see the chains move to get it going, but that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Pistol. What's that?
Mayfield to throw again. Completes this one to Otten. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Kings! Alert!
Baker throwing again. This finds Evans, complete. And they had that one contained right at the line. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Got his target. It's Otten. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31.
Hey, alert! What's that?
1st down. Here's Baker. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're advancing it well as they face second down. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when he could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from... And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blitz coming here, Brock. It's Murray. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Motioning Watkins right. Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. Receiver in motion, headed right. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Back to the air, Murray. Throwing deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They kick the running back in motion. Murray to throw here on 3rd. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Pressure coming. It's Murray. He finds him beyond the marker. And he will get the 1st as they touch him down.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. It's Benson on the give. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
On the give, this is Irving. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Good.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Pistol.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Good. Run.
The give for the first time to Rachaad White. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackle there from Dalvin Tomlinson. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers in possession. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Good. Hey, alert!
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Point it right. Good. Run.
Mayfield to throw. That's brought in by White. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Escapes out to the left. He's keeping it. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. This one's taken in by Otten. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Irving here from the gun. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, alert!
Third down, 1 yard to go. Baker now from the gun. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers drive their lead to 11. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Murray here on first down. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. From the gun, it's Murray. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Buccaneers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. He'll get this complete to White. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the left hash, 34 yards away. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jamel D makes the play. And the Buccaneers are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. Rashad White on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters. And it was
That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Running on second with White. Has a big hole left. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Rashad White touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Big Ace open. Big Ace open. 2-2-1.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Running back sent in motion.
Big Ace, Big Ace. 2-2-1.
Murray on 3rd down. He's throwing deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He connects downfield on 4th. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. Well, never tell them the odds, Brock, because they called the right play there. They gained 13 on 4th and 10, and that's enough for the first.
Sit.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Murray to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing from the gun here. Complete out to the right. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10, Murray. Has his man, it's DiMercato. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. From the 30 on second down. They'll get this one to Watkins. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. On first and 10, it's Murray. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
They kick the running back in motion. And he could have a free play here. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. All right, here we go. Second down. Back to the air. Murray. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. That's good for 7 yards. And that will set up first and goal. Now Murray. Forced out to his right. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Huskies start the second half with some needed points. Trey McBride, the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Good. Watch out.
Here's the give to Irving. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Offense up to the line fast. Baker out of the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Running right, it's Irving. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Josh Sweat making the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Hey, alert 33. Real. What's on?
From the 47. He's going to push one deep down the right. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Nearly an interception on that play, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Alert! Good.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Got his target, it's Otten. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Pistol. Hurry! Up.
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. The Buccaneers have it and just have to close this out to continue on in the playoffs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Pistol. Hurry!
Putting a receiver in motion.
Kings!
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that team.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 26-yard line.
Good. Regular. Alert. Point it right. Hurry.
They've got a man in motion.
Done.
Another try following the sack. Completes this one to Otten. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Real.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Good. What's that?
From the gun, a run for White. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Run.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
What's that?
Here we go, it's Mayfield. On the move, headed right. Good gain here as he heads out of bounds. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Let's go.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Point it right.
2nd and goal. At the 4-yard line.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion.
Go.
Murray here on 1st down. He's got Harrison. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Chased out to his right. Has the connection to DiMercato. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the gun, it's Murray. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Here's Kyler to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Buys time, rolling right. He's on the move. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They kick the running back in motion. From the 19. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Huskies get it back to within 2 possessions. Trey Benson, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdoam.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. On the return, here's Palmer. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the...